Hello again, everyone. So, quick food review again. Today we went for a lovely drive around a few places in North Wales. We'll do a little video of that. But on the way back, Del fancied going for dinner. So we went to the Castle Bistro in Chirk. Now, we've been there quite a lot of times before. I've never had a bad meal there. It's always been lovely. So today we just popped in. Easy parking at the back. You can park in the Chirk surgery. Obviously that's closed at the minute, so you're not taking anyone's space. This is a Sunday. So that was nice and easy, free parking. Very short walk from there over to through the little alley and get there pretty easy. There is a paid car park in between there, but we'd never use that. So went in, got a table straight away. A little table for two by the window, really nice. And we didn't fancy a starter today. We'd been for a nice walk, fancied a dinner. So I had the belly pork, and Del also had the belly pork today. It's something we've had before, so we knew what it was like. We just hoped it'd be as good this time. The lady took the drinks orders and food orders at the same time. It was a bit strange today because our food came really quick before our drinks, which is quite unusual. A little bit of wait for the drinks. So the actual food, I'll do my little bit first and tell you what mine was like. Fantastic. The belly pork, real nice chunk of belly pork. Nice crispy crackling on the top, really good. On a bed of mashed potatoes, and you get a good sized Yorkshire pudding with it, with like some crispy onions on the top and some garnish. And okay, down to the taste. Absolutely brilliant. Belly pork was beautiful, really nice and tender, been cooked really well. The mash, really nice creamy mash. The gravy is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful gravy, really rich, nice taste to that. Don't usually eat the Yorkshire pudding. If I've got the kids with me, I usually give them my Yorkshire pudding, but I did taste it and it was nice. Yorkshire pudding is not really my thing, but it was nice enough. You also got some vegetables with it on this, like a side plate with the vegetables. There'd be photos up of that. I didn't really eat that, so I'll let Del tell you about the veg and stuff. But yeah, my belly pork was really beautiful. Very, very tasty. That's all I can say, really.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, it was lovely today. We went for a drive in the car and we did a bit of videos of that, and that was pretty cool. So you'll have to have a little watch of that. Like I said, we went on the way home, we came to Chirk, and we go through Chirk. We decided to pop into the bistro. It was really, really, really nice. I had a tonic water, ice and lemon, of course. No vodka this time. But then I did have the belly pork, like Nick said as well. It was really, really tasty. Like you said, like Nick said, it was beautiful cream mashed potatoes with the gravy, and then a nice big piece of belly pork on top of that. And it was really crispy on top. And then on the top of that was a Yorkshire pudding with onions and garnish. But it was like that crispy onions. So it was really, really tasty. The gravy reminded me of homemade gravy. I love making homemade gravy, proper gravy. And that tasted like that. It was absolutely stunning. Like Nick said, the drinks came after the food arrived, but it was one of them. They were quite busy in there. Our food came really, really, really fast, so that was really nice, because like I said, we'd been for a walk and we were starving hungry. So that came, so that was really, really nice. After that, I will be honest, we didn't have a starter, but of course I had a pudding. I have to have a pudding. So it was a lemon meringue roulage. And it was beautiful. It was really, really nice. It was like ice cream in it as well. It was very tasty. The only thing I said was, I do think they should have some nice cream to go with it. I didn't ask. I should have asked, could I have some porry cream? But I loved it. Nick had a try of it. It was too strong for him. It was like, oh, zingy. But he said it was nice, but very sweet. But yeah, it was beautiful and it was a lovely meal. It ended the day on a nice one for me and him, I've got to admit. Yeah, sorry. And we had vegetables, of course. The little vegetables on the side, that came with it. You had whole little carrots. They were lovely. They were absolutely stunning. And they were quite firm. They were really, really nice. And then you had some broccoli. Broccoli was the same. It was quite broccoli stems, the long ones. They were quite firm as well. They were nice. I think, I'm not too sure, it wasn't swede. And it wasn't parsnips, I think it was swede. That was okay, it was very nice. And they had some cabbage as well, like a red cabbage. I wasn't a lover of that, I'll be honest. It tasted, I think they had like a ginger or something with it. No, it wasn't my sort of thing. But plenty of food again. It was really, really nice. So, yeah, I forgot about the veg. So, yeah, it was absolutely stunning. So if you're ever in Chirk, like you said, they don't just do meals like that. They do burgers. They do all sorts of pastas, vegetarian dishes. So have a little look and pop in and see what you think.
Right, okay, so the meal came to just under £60 with a couple of drinks. The big main meal was like loads on it. And Dell's suite, which was really big. Okay, so the rating. So the food, if it was on the food alone, I would definitely give it a 10. But I'm going to say this. Usually the service in there is absolutely mega. They were busy today. The girls were fine. The only thing that annoyed me a little bit is we asked for the bill, got the bill, that was fine. And you go up to the till to pay. And I passed the guy the money and he literally just smiled at me. He didn't ask me if my dinner was nice. I didn't really inquire anything, didn't even speak to me really. Just took the money and smiled and that was it. And then we were off. So I'm literally kind of like, for me, for that, I'm going to knock half a point off. So I'm going to give it a rating of 9.5. And it was literally just down to that tiny little thing. And it definitely wouldn't put me off going again. So my rating again was 9.5.
Yeah, that, yeah, I'll be honest, it was very, very nice, like you're saying. And my rating, I'm going to give it 9 this time, I'll be honest, because my drink didn't come before my meal. And I do like to have a little bit of sip of drink, you know, and then the meal arrived and it was really, oh, right, thanks very much. Then she came over with the drinks. She said, oh, I'm sorry, and brought it over. You know what I mean? It's not their fault if they're really busy. I wasn't over keen, like you said, with the ginger, but it did take a while. I was trying to get somebody's notice to come and take me empty plates. And like, then like for the dessert menu, when I mentioned, she brought it straight away and that, so that was brilliant. But no, I personally, on this one, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.